Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and as some of you might have seen on the channel of the YouTube, I made my little entry obviously out of the competition because I can't participate this year. For I catch you for one simple reason. I was provided with the untamed solo strings from Westwood, and when I put my hands the very first time on the cello untamed, it was the moment when I knew this is perfect for underscoring a scene, a monologue, something like this. And then I Catch You came to my mind. So there are still 2 weeks time to participate in the Scorerelief 2022. You know, the competition with the heart. Brian and the team from the YouTube, they did an incredible job this year. There are 2 movies to score. There's this monologue. There's again a wonderful animation. There are tons of prizes this year. So there are many companies that donated their products as a prize. So I think if you should participate in this competition, it would be more than fair if you just think about maybe donating. And even if it's only €5 or €10, if you can, it's for a good reason. You know, you have the chance to win fantastic prizes. The competition itself is for free. So maybe just consider donating. And yeah, I did this. Brian published it on the channel of the YouTube. And then I saw in the comments that some of you that have been interested in seeing how I did it in a walkthrough of that piece. So I just will show you quickly what I did, because at the end I did nothing. It was all just inspired by the Cello Untamed. And maybe you noticed my new setup. I'm really happy. There's a new camera. There's lots of light. There's a new computer. There is the face cam now. There is again the cam here on my Nano Control, which I really use a lot. And yeah, let's do this. What I did, I loaded the video into Logic. And this is just a monologue, so there are no scenes, there are no key scenes, so I didn't use markers or a beat map or anything. If you should go for the sprite fright and you might need help, there's a link to a video of mine that I did last year for the Scorerelief 2021, where I explain how you can set markers and create a beat map in Logic if you would like to score a more complex movie. And in this case, I did it with 4 tracks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 tracks. Stupid me, know your libraries. As if I would do it now, I would just change from one improvisation to the other using the key switches. In this case, I just went each improvisation 1 track, which is just a waste of tracks, if you will. And as you can see a little bit, I tried even to write around the monologue to give space to the words, but let's just listen to it. So the first thing that you hear is really just this is one improvisation. This is the improvisation A1. If you had a look at the faders, how they go up and down, use your faders, really use them, use modulation, use expression. And it's 2 notes. I mean, the whole score of Batman is, if you will, really downsizable to 2 notes. And how much expressiveness is in these 2 notes. Then there's this spiccato. Why I went for this spiccato? Because he's saying something like special.
Think it make you special? Make you a big man.
You know, just to underline this, you think you're special, bum bum bum, silence, and then he continues with the dialogue.
Think it make you special? Make you a big man in your people eye? You was a duppy now, hiding in nothing but flesh and bones. You never should assume the bad man swagger save you. your mother's milk.
So now if you can write a little bit around dialogue or monologue, and I won't go too much into detail today with all these patches that there are. There is a video where I have my first impression where I really explain the libraries in depth, if you will, but the spiccato. Incredible, incredible. Even the stupid normal patches like the spiccato, the pizzicato, the normal, they are wonderful. The flautando is heavenly in this library, but the strength, in my opinion, are those improvisations. So now the improvisation continues with this B2. Look at the faders, how they move. Now, from now on, I betray myself. Yes, it's not any longer one cello player. Now they're getting more into the game because I really was inspired by too many sounds. But I would like to explain you one thing. The narrator here talks about the lullaby.
As no lullaby sung in your ear.
And then I just thought that this might be the lullaby suiting that scene and that dialogue, if you will. So that's my lullaby. Underneath that spiccato, I have the circular movement, and that's another incredible sound. The bow just going in circular movements. Incredible. So I have this just as a layer underneath the spiccato. Then the improvisation here, the B2, continues again. And you know, the whole scene is getting darker and more haunting. So I have here the spiccato, this pattern accelerating, getting faster, just to underline, you know, the whole hauntiness. Then at the end I still again use the spiccato. Okay. By the way, as you can see, there are no external effects. There is no external reverb. There is no nothing. These sounds are just out of the box. One thing I would like to tell, which is the storms. The storms is another one of those sounds. Incredible. So I have here even the storm, but not only. Look at the gain knob of the saturation. How it slowly grows. Getting a really distorted sound at the end, you know, just by the gain knob. And even this, if you have a controller like the Nano Control or whatever, you know, remove, in this case, you know, learn MIDI CC automation, you choose what knob ever you want, and then you can easily record these movements just by a knob or by a fader or by a button. So these things are really, really handy, especially if an expressive human sounding library like this. I mean, I'm really fortunate My daughter is learning the violin, so I have a string player in-house. I'm working on some songs at the moment with an incredible Italian violin player. So I know, what they can do, and it's completely different, if you have a live player in front of you and not a library. But the Untamed series from Westwood, they get as close as you can to a real player. They really give you the impression to work with a human being thanks to these improvisations. I mean, you press one key. Incredible stuff, really. In my opinion, incredible. Thanks for the opportunity that I can check those out. They really inspire me a lot. I will use them a lot for sure in my work even. And I think that's it from my side. Use the 2 weeks that you still have to participate in Scorerelief 2022. It's definitely worth it to learn, to improve, to connect with other people. The YouTube is really a wonderful community, wonderful people. I'm in contact with some of them. We're making collabs once in a while, and yeah, that's it. As always, have a wonderful time. Make good music always. See you in the next video then. If you have questions, leave them in the comment. If you like stuff like this, consider to subscribe to my small channel. Means a lot to me, and see you next time. Bye bye. Whoa, you still here? Looking for any library? Check this one out. You want to learn something new? This one might be the right one for you. Here you can subscribe to my channel and consider even visiting my Patreon page for even more exclusive content.